Thank you. Awesome. So Claire, next question for you. We'll ask you the same thing. Is there a question that you wish that people would ask or something that you wish they would do that you can share with us today so that we, ensure that we ask you or your team moving forward?
I think there are so many things. I mean, I could go on for like hours on the questions I hoped people would ask. I think that one of them would be, what could potentially delay my closing? So, and Ryan touched on it with the timing, etc. So let me give you an example. So when you buy a principal home, your closing date is Thursday, March 24th. And every property you've bought is closed on time when it's a principal home, but you decide you want to buy 8 rentals this month. And you all want them to close on a Friday, and it's the last Friday of the month before a long weekend. And it's, 2 weeks notice, for example. So there are going to be circumstances when it doesn't close on time. So having a bit of a contingency and prepping as much as possible before that. It could be things like the borrower's created the problem, as in it's a quick closing because that's how I got the deal under contract, but you didn't speak to your lawyer to see if they could accommodate it, because you're not the only client in the planet that's just bought a rental property that needs to close on Friday, for example. So, have you aligned out, can we get appraisals? Can we get, the lender on site, etc. So I think often, if it doesn't close on time, what can I do to prevent that? And, it could also be that you suddenly change. Like if I make changes to the purchase agreement and put it in a corporate name or add a joint venture and they want it in their corporation, do you need to know? Like, duh, yes. There's nothing worse on the day of closing, finding out that you've changed to a different corporation. And the last person that found out was the person giving you the money. And now we have to redo everything. And then that delays the lawyers because they need to get new instructions. So I would just say what could impact my closing, not closing on time, because if you understand your backup plans, don't organize your demolition crew to go in at 1 minute past noon or 6 o'clock on closing date. Don't get your new tenant to move in at 9 o'clock the next morning, just in case. And don't close on a Friday. Pick another day of the week. Balance it out, and don't close 20 on the same day.
And I'd suggest don't close on the first of the month if you can possibly avoid it.
Some people are so